You feel like you're doing everything right, but still you're just getting by. Like money comes in, but just enough. The opportunities also show up, but never quite what you were hoping for. I mean, you are safe, you are functioning, you are okay, but you're not somehow free. It's like you're constantly solving life, but never really living or experiencing it. When was the last time you felt deeply relaxed, like your body was not on alert? And when was the last time when you made a decision which was not from pressure, but from an actual vision? If these questions made you pause, you might be living in survival mode without even realizing it. So let's dive right into it, which is what is really survival mode. And it's not just about money, it's about a mental loop, a body state, a nervous system response. It's what happens when life taught you at some point that there is no room for ease, that you're only safe when you're pushing, when you're hustling, when you're proving, when you're controlling. And the thing is, we adapt to it. We normalize struggle. We call it being realistic. But truthfully, you're not lazy, but you're just tired of surviving. Now, the number one thing is that you need to ask yourself, what does survival mode look like in your childhood? Now think about it. What was the vibe around money, around rest, around success when you were growing up? Now you need to realize there are many factors that come into play. Were your parents always working and they were never really happy? Did you also grow up watching them stress over every single expense, never really pausing to enjoy what they had? Were you taught that joy comes after work and somehow that after never really came? I remember reading Dr. Nicole LePera's book, How to Do the Work. And there is one line in it which really, resonated with me, which was that you don't just inherit genes, we inherit patterns. And that made me sit back because how many of us are carrying emotional blueprints we never even asked for? If you grow up around people who've never felt safety unless they were struggling, then your nervous system will naturally equate peace with danger. Success feels suspicious, rest feels guilty, and joy feels fragile. That becomes your nervous system. Now, number 2, are you subconsciously addicted to struggle? And here's something that no one wants to admit, which is that a part of you might feel more in control when things are hard. Because when things are hard, you know what to do. You need to grind, you need to fix, overpush, overthink. But when life gets soft, open, flowing, that feels unfamiliar, unstable, and unfamiliar to a survival brain equates unsafe. In A Big Leap, author Gay Hendricks talks about something called upper limit problem, which is that we unconsciously sabotage ourselves the moment things start going well, because we've hit the limit of what we believe that we are allowed to have. So the question now is, what part of you still thinks that you have to earn your right to feel safe? Number 3, start creating micro moments of safety. Look, you do not shift out of survival mode just by thinking positive. You shift out of it by proving to your body over and over that it is safe to slow down, that you have more than just enough. You don't have to chase security, it can just exist within you. I started doing this thing where every time I caught myself saying I cannot afford this right now, I would pause and say, okay, maybe not today, but how would the version of me who could afford it right now would move? Not to force anything, but to rewire this story in my head. You do not wait until life changes to feel safe. You practice safety now in this present moment in small ways, lighting a candle and doing nothing, breathing slower when you're about to panic, saying no without over-explaining, letting good things just happen to you without preparing for any fallout. Now, number 4, change the system you are existing in. Now listen to me. Just like confidence, you cannot expect yourself to thrive in a system designed to keep you in survival mode. Now look around you. Who are you talking to every day? Are they always complaining? Always preparing for the worst case scenarios? Are you scrolling through content that makes you anxious about your future? Are you watching the kind of news that makes you question your present moment? Are you following the people who glorify hustle but never really talk about healing? In Joe Dispenza's work, he has said this thing, right? Your personality creates your personal reality. And that is absolutely true, because we cannot change our lives while we hold on to the same habits, same environment, and same emotional addictions that created them. Your nervous system wants to evolve, but it needs a new input, a new rhythm. Now, number 5, let yourself desire without shame. Now, this might be one of the most important shifts, because you need to stop treating your desires like they're something out of this world, something that you're asking for too much. Because you're not greedy for wanting more than just enough. You're not delusional for wanting peace and prosperity. And you're not ungrateful for dreaming of a life that doesn't require constant self-sacrifice. And this is something that I really had to unlearn myself, because I used to feel guilty just for wanting rest. Like I needed to deserve it. But slowly I realized, if I keep telling life I am okay with little crumbs, how will it ever serve me the feast? In this book called The Woman Who Runs with the Wolves, the author talks about that if you have ever been called incorrigible, forward, cunning, insurgent, unruly, or rebellious, you are on the right track. Because waking up from survival mode is indeed in itself is rebellious. It is choosing to be whole in a world which profits off your self-doubt. So maybe it is time to stop surviving, to stop rehearsing worst case scenarios, to stop wearing resilience like a badge of honor when you really just need is release. You don't owe the world your exhaustion. You do not owe struggle as a proof that you're trying. And you are indeed allowed to build a life that feels like you're actually living. And let me know in the comments, what is that one survival habit that you are ready to let go of? And if this resonated with you, share it with someone who has been stuck in this just enough for way too long now. And with that, I will see you in the next video.